Well, aloha, good morning. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Dun, 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 to Curaçao for a second time, where I shall take another bow. So boys and girls, when you're Mr. Sports Travel, you find unique ways to sleep. Last night I got here from Tortolo, the British Virgin Islands, at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I had to be back here at 5. I could have gotten a hotel, but the hotel's like $1,000 a night. Yeah. I could pay that. I choose not to. So I stayed here, outside on a bench. See, that's the beauty of the Caribbean in February. It's like sleeping on the beach, except I was on a bench. But look at me, I don't look too bad. I haven't done my face yet. You know, the man, I ain't got no makeup on. I haven't shaved because I broke my razor yesterday. Oops! Heading off to Curaçao, we're gonna see some Go Americans. That would be soccer. My first visit to Curaçao, I saw my favorite sport. What's that? We're talking baseball. Right now we're talking a panorama of the St. Martin Airport, the Dutch side. Here we go. Over there, boys and girls, that is the French side. Whee! Have I flown out of the French airport? It's not a trick question. Of course I have. I flew to Guadeloupe and Martinique on that same trip a couple years ago. I went to Curaçao. St. Martin is like a big spoke on a wheel. You want to visit a lot of Caribbean islands? You're going to come to St. Martin. You know what they don't like about St. Martin? It's expensive. I like to spend my money, spread the wealth, so I can see more. This plane is pretty big. So boys and girls, today is Monday. Fun day. It's not a man. It's never a manic Monday. 23 February, 2026. The plan with the plan. This week's plan: Curaçao 2 days, Grand Cayman 1 day, Haiti 2 days. Am I missing it, or is it a travel day again? And then I finish in the Turks and the Caicos. Assuming I make my flights and don't have any, issues come up. And then I go back to San Diego for like 3 days. And I fly to American Samoa, don't you know it? Yeah. Say what, Mrs. Sports Travel? Yeah, I'm gonna fly home for 3 days. Actually, 3 nights, 2 days. And I'm flying to American Samoa. Not to spare, that is the wind. This is my real hair. And my face is kind of a disgrace with some dry skin. But I slept on a bench outside the airport. Don't make me come through that camera right now. Boys and girls, I'm always the last one to get on the plane. Why? Gotta soak it all in. One more panorama, boys and girls. I gotta go Pokemon. Come fly with me to Curaçao. Holy cow, I'm back in Curaçao. I shall take a bow. You know, well, aloha. It's the GOAT here. The greatest of all time sports fan traveler. On a Tuesday, 24 February 2026. Do not despair. The howling wind is a raider, and this is my real hair. And my face, it's got some dry skin. It is a little bit of a disgrace. You insult me, I'll come to that camera, I'll whoop you silly, because I'm the greatest of all time. Yesterday I saw 5 different sporting events in 1 day. How many cats in the world do you ever see? Nobody like me. Now, when they build the Mount Rushmore for sports travel, I'll look more pretty than I am now, because I get 4 spaces. Here, and here again. I don't want my bald head being the 4th space. Boys and girls, I'm at a landmark. Do not despair. This is my real hair, and I shall take a second bow, for I am back, Jack in Curaçao. That is the flag colors of Curaçao. Curaçao's not a country. It's a territory. What? Like what Puerto Rico is to the United States of America, as well as American Samoa, don't you know it? U.S. Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands, and when you visit Guam in the Pacific where the sun rises first in America, you got to say hello to your mom when you visit Guam. Best things, So I'm at the northernmost point of Curaçao. There's a couple things you gotta know about Curaçao. One, they're gonna be in the World Cup. Go! The only territory in 2026. Good for them. Number two, holy cow, it's windy here. It's always windy here. When I came here in 2024 June, yeah, it was windy. Was it windy yesterday? Oh yeah, it was windy yesterday. Is it windy today? Yeah, it's windy today. The third thing you know about Curaçao, this is like the other ABC Islands. More on that in a minute. It's a dry island. A lot of cacti, a lot of dirt. But they got beaches too, don't worry. In fact, there's a sign here. Son, I'm gonna take you to a beach. Chill, Holmes. Now the other A in the C island, actually I just gave you the C. Come on, pay attention. A is Aruba. Aruba. Yeah, it's dry like this too. How do I know that? I'm the greatest of all time, fool. I've been everywhere. When I went to Aruba on that same trip a couple years ago, I saw some bays, and I saw it here too. Did I see soccer here 2 years ago? No. Did you think Curaçao was gonna make it in the World Cup? No. But that's why we love sports, boys and girls. It's the best reality TV there is, and Curaçao's gonna be in the World Cup. I'm not saying they're gonna make the round of 16, but as Chris Rock would say, you never know, because they're in the tournament. Now, wind has picked up, so I have to rope-a-dope my reflexes like I did to George Foreman in Fury and Flair in that country. Only known as not here. Today it's the Democrat Party. The late, great Kembe Mutombo. He's from here. He was from here. Rest in peace. So boys and girls, the A is Aruba. The B, I saw them play last night in Go Football. That was my 5th sporting event yesterday. Against Jamaica on Bonaire. Now when I visited Bonaire, I didn't see any sports. You know what I saw? Ponies! I like ponies. They're like little versions of horses. They're so pretty, like me. And then the Sea Island is Curaçao. So you got Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao. Now why are they called the ABC Islands? Because they dry, and they all part of the Netherlands, the Dutch Antilles. So this is the flag here of Curaçao. You got the star, you got the blue, and you got the yellow stripe. Now it'll be interesting to see what kind of uniforms they wear tonight, because Curaçao's under 20 team is playing Go Football, and of course I'll be there at 8 o'clock against Guyana. The only way I won't be there is if something bad happens. Please God, nothing bad happen. I want to see Curaçao play tonight. Now last night I saw, in addition to the under 20 tournament, I saw 3 different matches, none of which Curaçao played. I saw a second league match within walking distance of, yeah, I got all 5 videos. You can't AI this stuff, of course. So I saw 4 football matches yesterday, but wait a minute! I saw some men's and women's volleyball. Oh yeah, all the same sport. So here's the deal, lemon peel. I'm gonna pick up the tripod, and we're gonna walk this way. We got a blowhole, and we're gonna walk this way. We got a beach, and I'm gonna be careful, because the other thing about Curaçao is it's dry, and the land, and you're watching your feet. It's like walking on the moon. Now I don't know if that's true, because I've never been to the moon. But when I see pictures of the moon, it seems like it's kind of moonish. Yeah, I'll just show you. You be the judge. Here, are you ready? I don't care if you're ready. We're going. Here we go. Come to the moon. I hope they'll be here soon. I may have gotten the lyrics wrong, but that's a Jimmy Buffett song. Okay. As you can see, Mr. Sports Travel does not want to take a header on this here surface, because if you do, you're going to get cut. And when you get cut, you're going to bleed. And when you bleed, you're not going to be happy. So I'm going to take my time. Get it? take a look, but if I'm going to do something, that's a wave. Pitch a wave and you sit. Alright, let's get going.
Holy cow, that's a wave, Mr. Sports Travel. Be careful.
Boys and girls, you can see this terrain is in honor of the late Chris Farley. Snakey! I'm not walking over there. Sorry. Let's go to the beach. Follow me. Gingerly. I'm trying not to fall. I'm trying to think of all the other songs that are out there. Oh, R.E.M. If you believe they put a man on the moon. We did. Before I was born. If you believe. So down here is a beach. I gotta get it up for the Curaçao tourism office. I like the signs. Holy cow, it's windy. There's no signs. This reminds me of the landscape in two places. One, I want to say, oh, wait a second, we got something here. I didn't see this before. Holy cow, you're gonna like this. I'll get back to what this reminds me of later. Now this is a hole in the wall. I bet you there's sharks in there. Fair to the do to the fair Spanish lady. Fair to the ladies of Spain. I don't know about you boys and girls, even if I did know how to swim, and I don't, I wouldn't be swimming there. Because those waves, they look angry. You don't mess with Mother Nature. Mother Nature will kick your ass, including mine. And I kicked a lot of people's ass. George Foreman's ass. Let's go. Oh wait, the wind is dissipated. And there's the sun. Holy cow. Yes, you're right, Scooter, it's quite windy. Dissipated a little bit. Man, this landscape reminds me of La República Dominicana, where I visited in 2001. Or maybe it was 2000. I never said I was the smartest. And also reminds me when I visited Tonga. Where is Tonga? Tonga's in Oceania. Oceania's in the Pacific Ocean, boys and girls. Actually, I'll put up a picture. Actually, it's already on my Tonga page. Go to Mr. Sports Travel, World Travel, Oceania, Tonga. See, they don't do it for you, dog. You'll see me next to a big ass wave behind me. Similar to what we just saw, although much bigger. Okay, looks like we're almost here. I hope. I have no idea. You know, some of these influencers, if they ever call me an influencer, I'm going to punch you right through that camera. I'm an influencer. What the fuck does that mean? Excuse my language. I'm traveling. So I don't do no takes. I haven't been out here scouting the location. This is a one-time deal. Let me feel. I ain't going to take no second take. Alright, let's see what we got here. advertising a beach.
Holy cow, that's a cliff.
I'm not getting much closer to that. I don't see no beach unless it's right around there. Let me show you what we got here. Well, we are definitely at the northernmost point, boys and girls. Mañana I'm flying back to where everybody's got a cousin. Miami! As Irish Catholics, you know, we're like, fuck! My cousins and stuff. Boys and girls, at least the path is nicer. Kinda. Let's see if there's a beach up here. And then, if there isn't, then uno, dos, this will be adios. Here we go. A lot of glass. The only time I've seen so much green glass like that.
Where is your Heine, baby?
Yeah, Heineken. That's a Dutch company. People come out here. I guess they with their honey and they have a Heine and they break their fucking beer glass. Now, where's your recycling knowledge? Come on, man. This would not be a place to have a fall. Yeah. Either here on this here volcanic, I'm just gonna call it moonscape schnikey, or taking a fall off there. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Plus, like, there ain't nobody else out here but me. So you can scream all day you want. Pardon my language, cover your ears, you'd be fucked. Boys and girls, you know that Beatles song, I've got a feeling. I got a feeling there's a beach here. Let's go. Yeah, see, this is the thing where I wouldn't be doing no retakes of this video. This terrain, yeah, it's not friendly. This is, all-terrain vehicle. This is a non-terrain friendly trail. And I got good footwear on. What are your flip-flops here? You're gonna flip-flop your ass into the water. Oh wait, let's see what we got here. I can't promise anything because I don't do any fake previewing of this. I just do it as I do it. Now, it could be high tide, and therefore, the pictures I did see, I did look online, fool. It could be high tide, because I do believe I see sand, but I don't see sand without water. boys and girls, this path has gotten into more of Schneikeville. This is the beach, because I did, as they say, Google it. Yeah, it's high tide. Playa, I think it's Chiron. You know where there's a Playa Chiron also? Cuba. Yeah, Cuba. And Curaçao, they have nothing in common. Boys and girls, other than they're in the Caribbean. Hope you enjoyed the Moonscape show. And now I have a life and other things to do. But I hope you enjoyed the video, Kokomo. It's the GOAT here, the greatest of all time sports fan traveler. So I happen to meet one of the coolest cats on Curaçao, Captain Good Life. And you know what? We got a America connection, because this cat, he's 60. He could probably kick my ass. And I'll kick George Frazier, Sonny Liston, Floyd. So he went to Mount Verde Academy.
Yeah.
Captain Good Life, tell us what sports you played at Mount Verde.
At Mount Verde Academy, I did track and field, soccer. I did 100-yard dash, 4-4 relay, triathlons and stuff. So then I moved back to Curaçao, and I saw the paradise of an island which I was born in.
And this here beach, boys and girls, is his father.
Yeah, my father.
And he's maintained it.
Yeah.
And you heard all the sports he was talking about?
Yep.
This is the Jesse Owens of Curaçao. He played all these different sports. So he was so kind. I saw this place and I thought, oh, it is a restaurant. But then I realized he's over there on his boat. He's like, this is my property. I'm like, oh shit, you're not gonna shoot me. No, he was very nice. He's making, you take as many pictures as you want.
Americans. We love Americans down here.
And I love you, Captain Good Life. You're very kind man.
Thank you so much.
Very kind man.
Hope to see you soon. Captain Good Life at your service in Curaçao.
Yep, he gave me his business card. I'll put up the flyer. As you know me, I have a love-hate relationship with the water. I like to look at it. I don't like to go in it. Because you go in the water, sharks in the water. Our shark, Quinn from Jaws. Actually, his family, they catch lionfish and they kill them and they eat them and they sell them in this restaurant. They make a shitload of money.
Oh yeah, we do. We safe.
Yeah. Captain Good Life. Thank you, brother. We'll see you next video. Out from Curaçao. Hello there, boys and girls. We got some flamingos out here. Here, let me show you. So boys and girls, children of all ages, did you see the church I was pointing to? Unique color. Now the noise you hear, the howling wind. Well, that's a hint to where I am. The other noise you hear, yeah, that's just a river. The other noise you hear, oh, that's me, the greatest of all time. Even when my face is dry skin and a little bit of a disgrace, I'm still pretty. Like a, well, maybe not like a girl, but you know, when I'm all cleaned up, I'm the greatest. I'm always the greatest, but when I'm cleaned up, I'm like the super duper greatest. So, I'm in Curaçao, one of the ABC islands. You say, what? Yeah, Curaçao. Now the other A and the B, they got something in rhyme with the C. The Dutch, a part of the Dutch Antilles, the Dutch Caribbean. Now that ain't the only Dutch Caribbean islands, because you got St. Thomas, half of it. The other half is French. You got Saba, that's the smallest, and you got Station. But what's the A and the B? I'm gonna explain it to you, dog. Relax. Meanwhile, what the ABC islands got in common? Wind. A dry island. Think like Arizona with beaches. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. Now this ain't the ocean. This is like a pond. The other thing I was pointing to, that's a rock. Don't worry, it ain't a gator. Go get it. Don't worry. No shucks. Yeah, I knew you were going to ask me that. The other A island, that's Aruba. Aruba, Jamaica. It's just like this island. Not just like it, but it's dry. Got cacti. It's just dry. Now the other one, that has most of the common here with Curaçao, is bad to the Bonaire. Bonaire. Because in Bonaire, you know what else you got in Bonaire? Flamingos. And you got ponies. I like ponies. They're like little horses before they become big horses and they race. You know who's seen horse racing on all 6 continents? Oh yeah, that's me. The greatest of all. Sports traveler. You know what I saw yesterday? 5 sporting events in one day here on the island of Curaçao. How is that possible? I'm the Superman of sports travel. I'm the super freak. I'm the granddaddy of sports travel. I saw 4 football matches and wait for it, volleyball. And I've also seen volleyball and of course football, Americans, that would be soccer, on all 6 continents. So what's the other 5 sports? Oh, we got baseball, basketball, aquatic sports, cricket, that's the ticket. And what's the other one? Oh, tennis. Dennis the Menace? No, tennis. I am great. I've seen ice hockey and rugby on 5 continents. Rushmore, I'll make sure my face ain't got dry skin for the induction ceremony. I get this side, this side, this side, and this side again. I don't want my bald head to be the 4th side. Boys and girls, it's 4 flamingos. You know the 4 horsemen from Notre Dame? We got the 4 flamingos, but only 2 of them are pink. When I was in Bonaire with fury and flair, when I knocked out George Foreman in that country, formerly known as Zaire, that's in Africa. It was all pink flamingos. Here, we got a couple of non-pink flamingos. I never seen that before. Now, I also seen flamingos in Jumbo from Kenya. That's also in Africa. And that was 20 years ago. Holy cow. The only difference scooted between now and then is I had more hair, mainly here. I was still pretty then, and I'm pretty now. I'll give you a little tour here, boys and girls, then I got to go to see some more sports, of course, don't you know. Here we go. Boys and girls, this is the closest you can get without zooming in to see them flamingos. You got the 2 pink ones in the middle and the 2 non-pink ones on the end. Heck, I'm not even sure if those are flamingos. This isn't National Geographic. People ask me, Mr. Sports Travel, I want to see what you do on a non-sports travel day. I'm showing you, fool, and I'm not National Geographic. Hope you enjoyed the show. I really have to go here because it's my only full day. I shall take a bow, my second go-around on Curaçao. Oh, what you hear there, boys and girls? 3 little birds stood out my doorstep. This ain't my doorstep. I'm on vacation here. Every day's a vacation to me. My life is a permanent vacation. Sports travel, a couple of beers tonight, and right now the beach is within reach. I shall take another bow, for it's my second journey to Curaçao. It's not a country, it's a territory. It's part of the ABC Islands. More on that in a minute. It's Dutch. Actually, the language here, they speak Dutch, but the native language is Papamiento. Say what? Papamiento. Andrew Jones, MLB. Keep calm and never play for the Yankees, but he played for the Braves when they would get to the playoffs, and then they'd. But he was a good center fielder. He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. I was like him when I was a youngster. Not the hitting part. Yeah, I wouldn't be in no baseball Hall of Fame. Greatest of all time, sports fan traveler. I'm the first inductee. I'm on the Mount Rushmore. I get this side, this side, this side, and not my bald head. We'll do this side again. And don't worry, my face is a little bit of a disgrace. I have too much sun. But I was like Andrew Jones in the outfield. When we was leading in American Legion, Connor, center field. Yeah, I was tracking them balls down as the fastest white boy you ever seen. Hit it? Not so much. I had one good year, my Joe Charbonneau year, 1984. Led Oakland Restaurant to the playoffs? We lost in the first round, but we made the playoffs. And I was an all-star. Yay now, I was an all-star for 1 year. So later in my career, I didn't really have a career, my American Legion, you know, the 16, 17-year-old days, drinking on a fake ID. Oh, the statute of limitations is over. I was called in to pinch run if we was tied or behind a run. or wanted to add some insurance. We didn't usually add insurance, even though we were sponsored by Cornelius Insurance. You want to know why we didn't add insurance runs? Because we usually got our asses kicked. But I still had fun. And then I would be put in the outfield late in the game. If we was winning, track down them balls. So that's what I have in common with Andrew Jones, who's from Curaçao, the first legit dude. Now Hensley, check that, Hensley, again, keep calm and don't be a Yankee. Hensley, bam, bam, yeah, from the Flintstones, Mullins. Yeah, he was the first from Curaçao to make it MLB, but he ain't in the Hall of Fame. No knock on Bam Bam, because I'm sure he could wham me if I say something bad. I love you, Bam Bam. Flintstones! Andrew Jones, he's in the Hall of Fame. Now you got some other cats. The Padres, we had Jurison Profar, until he got caught doing some funky shit. He got suspended 80 games with, guess what? The Braves, where Andrew Jones started out. And who else we got? Oh, Ozzie Albies, and wait for it, the Boston Red Sox, now pitching Kenley Jansen. In fact, I got a photo of me right outside the airport. It's not here anymore. It was when I was here in 2024, June, where I did see some baseball here. Of course I did. Fool, I'm a very small-time sports fan traveler. Yesterday I saw 5 different sports. Check that. 5 different sporting events. 4 was football. Go! Americans, that was soccer. And 1 was volleyball. And then June 2024, yeah, I saw baseball here. 2 matches, one during the day and 1 at night. Whew! Man, I talk so fast I can't even think. So this is a local beach. Now, one thing I know about Curaçao beaches, it's not a knock on the Curaçao people. They cool. The beaches here, a couple of years now, they're pretty fucking lame. They're small, and then you got Euro trash coming here because, don't take it personally, Europeans, I still love you. I gotta do a video to, spark some controversy. You got Euro trash coming here, and they want to sit by the pool, work on their fake ass white tan on some umbrella, nah, that's not me. I'm too hyper, bro. I gotta be moving. This is my kind of beach. I don't see no fake ass chairs, fake ass umbrellas, fake ass cabanas. I see authentic people, real people, swimming, Curaçaoers, chilling. Me, I don't go in the water. You wanna know why? You go in the water? Sharks in the water. Shark. Quint! Jaws, long live the man. Actually, I don't think there's sharks here. Actually, I take that back, there's lion sharks here. I met my friend, Captain Goodlife. He and his son kill lion sharks. And then they serve them to them Euro trash and charge them high prices. And that's why my Captain Goodlife, he owns property, he used to in the USA. Went to Mount Vernon. And then we got Venezuela. Ooh, yeah. Don't worry, it's gonna come around. And he owns that real estate in Santa Cruz Beach. Not the one in California with the pier. The one I was at, just watch that video. Don't make me come through that camera. Boys and girls, there's not much this way. There is a restaurant, but the beach here, it's all rocky, and I don't want to spoil the mood. And over here, there's a car on a pier, and it's into the sun, so yeah, this is the best view you got here. Even when I got dry skin and my face is kind of a disgrace, and do not despair, this is my real hair. Now, the other unique thing about this situation right now is you can hear me. Holy cow, because you know what thing about Curaçao? It's a dry island, as is the A in the ABCs, Aruba, Jamaica. Jamaica ain't part of the ABCs. Although I saw them play last night against the B with fury and flair. The territory of Bonaire. Yeah, they got the ass kicked 3-0 by Jamaica. I got it on video. So you got Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao. ABC Islands. And why are they called that? Because they're all dry and they're all Dutch. Now you got 3 other islands in the Caribbean, man. They're also Dutch. Kind of, sort of. Let me explain. So you got Saba, that's the smallest one. And you got Statia, that's the big one. They're like little baby and a little bit bigger baby. They're both small. And then you got St. Martin. Now St. Martin is a couple of years now. Actually, I'm just going to keep PG rated. St. Martin is kind of wackadoodle. You got half is it Dutch, half is it's French. And unless you're paying attention, you don't even know where you're at unless you got your GPS. Am I on the wee side or am I on the Dutch side? And there's an airport on the Dutch side and an airport on the French side. Of course I've been to both of them. I've flown out of both of them into them because I'm the greatest. So St. Martin is like the spoke in the wheel. So I went to Saba, St. Martin. Statia, St. Martin. I took a ferry between Statia and Saba. Yeah. And to get here, yeah, I flew from St. Martin. The Dutch side. Because this is Dutch. Come on, people. When I came here in June 2024, saw baseball, that's when I went to Aruba, and of course I saw baseball. In Bonaire, no, I just saw some ponies. And flamingos! Oh, I got excited there. Flamingo. I like flamingos. People say to me, Mr. Sports Travel, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be? That's an easy one. I'd be a bird. You ain't got no visa if you're a bird. Plus you can shit on people and there's no consequences. The only problem about being a bird, you got some situations here. Bird meets a plane, bird gonna fucking die. Bird meet a building, bird gonna fucking die. Bird meet a redneck from America that wants to kill you, and a good shot, bird gonna die. Fourth one is bird eats some bad poisonous shit, bird gonna die. Fifth one, smaller bird meets a bigger bird like the American bald eagle. That's what I would be. I'm proud to be an American. I would eat the little bird, but I'm not a bird, I'm a human. But if I wasn't a bird, I'd be a flamingo, which is a bird. You gotta stay with me, boys and girls. But if I wasn't a bird, I'd be a pony. Mountain Air's got some ponies. I got a picture of me, and because I have the prettiest bald head in mankind, you should see me. I was sitting there by the road, doing my favorite pose, and there was 3 ponies, or maybe 4, or maybe 2, or maybe 1. But here in Curaçao, I got my video of the 4 flamingos, like the 4 horsemen of Notre Dame. Boys and girls, I'm gonna go see some, hopefully, hoop, and then it's go! More football, and then tomorrow I have to fly back to see my cousin in Miami. We'll see you next video.